Have you ever felt that distinct creeping sensation that something about right now is off? I'm not talking about politics or the economy. I'm talking about the texture of reality itself. It's the feeling that time is moving faster than it physically should, that the weeks are blurring into days, that the world has become louder, more polarized, and more chaotic, almost like the logic holding it together is fraying at the edges. We usually blame this on getting older or social media algorithms, and sure, those are part of it. But what if they are just symptoms of a much bigger technical problem? There is a theory, a framework really, that suggests our reality is behaving exactly like a computer that has run out of RAM. When you push a computer past its processing power, when you open too many tabs, run too many heavy programs, what happens? It doesn't just stop, it compensates. It starts cutting corners. Frame rates drop, movements become jerky. To the computer, it's working as fast as it can. But to you, the user, the experience becomes jarringly fast and uncontrollably slippery. Now look at us. For thousands of years, the data of human life was manageable. You knew 150 people. You knew what happened in your village. You saw the sun rise and set. That was your processing load. Today, in a single hour on your phone, you process more visual and emotional data than a medieval peasant processed in a lifetime. Global tragedies, gossip, financial crashes, cat videos, 1,000 different opinions screaming for relevance. If our brains behave like an information system, we are flooding it with more data than it was designed to render. This creates rendering lag. The system can't keep up with the complexity we've introduced, so it compresses time. That feeling that 2025 flew by in a blink, that's not just age, that's a compression algorithm. The simulation is skipping frames to keep the program running. We are living in a low frame rate reality because we refused to close any tabs. When a video game gets overloaded, you start seeing artifacts. Objects pop in and out of existence. Textures fail to load. In our world, we call this the Mandela Effect. We treat it like a fun internet trivia game, like saying, wait, didn't Pikachu's tail have a black tip? But through this framework, it's darker. It's a rendering error. When the system is stressed, it deprioritizes detail to focus on function. Historical details, collective memories, the nuance of the past, these are memory-intensive assets. To save bandwidth, the system simplifies them. It overwrites complex files with simpler, lower-resolution versions. We aren't just forgetting things. The data is being corrupted because there is no storage space left for the truth. And it's not just memory. Look at our social reality. This is where theory gets useful for understanding human behavior. Why is everyone so angry? Why is every issue suddenly black and white? Why has nuance become expensive? From a data processing perspective, a complex grey area opinion requires a lot of bits to represent. I agree with this part, but worry about the context, and I think history shows X. Requires high fidelity processing. I hate you is low fidelity. It's a binary, 1 or 0, friend or enemy. And what is our solution? We are adding more. We are building the metaverse. We are integrating AI into every keystroke. We are layering digital augmentations over physical reality. We are taking a computer that is already smoking and freezing, and we are trying to install a 4K texture pack on top of it. We call this progress, but if you look around at the mental health crisis, the burnout, the universal anxiety, it looks a lot more like a crash. The only way to stop the lag is to lower your personal rendering distance. Stop trying to process the entire world at once. When you choose to read a physical book instead of scrolling, you are opting out of the compression algorithm. When you sit in silence, you are clearing your cache. The system demands your attention to keep running its overloaded loops. The most rebellious thing you can do is simply slow down. Don't let the simulation compress you into a binary. Be complex, be slow. The spinning wheel of death is on the screen. We're just too distracted to notice it.